Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I thought I would do a good old favourites and fails video because I don't think I've done a favourites in like many months. And I used to do them quite a lot towards the beginning of my channel. I've done them kind of here and there, but I haven't done one in ages, and I feel like a lot of the videos I've been doing recently, I haven't spoken too much about things that I've been loving and like not loving recently, so I thought I would put that in today's video. So this video is also like completely non-sponsored by anyone. Yeah, I'm literally just going to be talking about products that I've been loving and products that I have not been loving. So yeah, let's just get into it. First thing I've been loving is sweatshirts. Don't know if you've noticed, I've literally been living in them, but that's just a little side note. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering about any of this makeup, like my eyeshadow, liner, mascara, face stuff and lip gloss, it's all in a video over on the Revolution channel. I literally just filmed this tutorial thing, so it should be over there soon. Okay, let's just go in with two foundations that I've been loving. I have done videos, like entire videos on both of these. We have the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation and then the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. These are both relatively new, but I've really been enjoying both of these. I kind of have been switching it up between these two over the past few weeks. I mean, I'm also still using my Maybelline Superstay, which is still my #1 drugstore foundation of all time. But these two I've really been loving, and yeah, like I said, I've just kind of been mixing it up and like trying to use different things, and whenever I use these foundations I find that my makeup looks so nice. They have really good coverage, both of them. This one here is a little bit more drying, so I reckon if you have dry skin you'd probably get on better, or oily skin, with the Revolution one, but the NYX one is still really good, and it's got really nice coverage, and if you do have oily skin it's a really nice drugstore foundation. They both last a really nice amount of time. The NYX one probably lasts a tiny bit longer, but then like I said, the Makeup Revolution one is a little bit more hydrating, it's not as drying. But yeah, I really like both of them. They're both pretty affordable. I've really been loving two different powders. One of them is literally £2. This is the Primark PS My Perfect Colour Mattifying Powder. I have the shade Porcelain, and I tested this during my... Did I do drugstore week? Was that what it was? I tested this during then, and I've really been liking it since. I've been using it like most days that I've been doing my makeup. It is a little bit like, don't know how to describe it, like, I mean, it's powder. I was gonna say powdery. It's a little bit kind of chalky-ish, but because me personally, I have, well, how many times do I need to say this on my channel? If you're new here, my skin is really oily, so I don't mind having a super matte powder, and it does kind of like fly around a little bit when you dip your brush in it, but for £2 I think it's really good, and it adds a tiny bit of extra coverage as well, which is what I really like about it. Yeah, it's literally £2, and I think it does a really nice job for the price. And then if you're after a setting like loose powder, I've really been liking this one by Nabla, which is, or Nabla, I'm not sure how you say it. It's the Close Up Baking and Setting Powder. It's got really cute packaging. It's like baby pink and then like matte white on the side. This is just the translucent one, and if I open it, like, it's literally just kind of like a whitish sort of powder. Yeah, I've really been liking this. I think you can get it on Beauty Bay. It's maybe like, I don't think it's too expensive actually. I will link all these products down below, but yeah, I think when I checked out this, I don't think it was too expensive, but I find that it sets my makeup really nicely. It doesn't feel like, I don't know, sometimes I find with loose powders, they make your face feel really like weird, and I don't know, some of them are just a bit, like, I don't get along with all of them. But this one I really like. I'm not sure whether or not it gives flashback, that's the only thing, because I don't think I've worn this with like flash photography, so I'm really sorry that I can't answer that, but maybe Google some other reviews, somebody else might be able to tell you, but I really like it for just like setting my makeup, it's really nice. Another thing I have absolutely been loving is this bronzer by MAC. I think I have used this in a couple of videos. It is the Extra Dimension Bronzing Powder in Golden Rinse. I don't really know if you can see from back here, but I've used quite a bit of it, but it doesn't seem to have like dented it too much. It's just kind of worn away some of the like pattern that was on here. But this is such a nice bronzer. When I first got this, I was like, that's not gonna work for me because it looks really like red toned, but it's actually like when you swatch it, it comes off really sheer. And like, this is a swatch of it. You can see it's actually really like buildable, and it has a tiny hint of, not like shimmer, but just like sheen to it, which makes your skin which makes your skin look really healthy, which I really like about it. I just think it's a really nice bronzer. I like how you don't dip your brush in it and it's suddenly like, whoa, pigment, because then, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the time I go overboard with my bronzers, and it's normally because they're too pigmented. And then for blush, I have this little one here, which is by Ofra. This is in the shade Blush Rose. And it's just the perfect everyday blush. Again, like I've used this loads, but it doesn't even look like I've dented it. I feel like blushes kind of last forever. It does have a little mirror in here as well, in case you wanted to like take it traveling. It's just got magnetic packaging, which is quite cool. I just think it's such a pretty colour. It's like a matte, rosy coloured blush. It kind of does what it says on the tin. Again, it's not like intensely pigmented, so you don't have to, you know, sometimes when you dip your brush in a blush, and then you put it on your cheek and it's like, whoa. With this, again, it's really nicely buildable, and it's just like, I don't know, I think it's a really nice colour, especially if you have pale skin, because it's not too dark. I do also have a discount code on Ofra's website, which is just soph30. It is an affiliate code, which means that if you guys use my code on their website, I do get a small commission of it, like just being completely real with you guys. If you don't want to use the code, that is fine. Ofra is also sold on Beauty Bay if you're in the UK, but on their website they ship worldwide, I'm pretty sure. Sticking with Ofra, I mean, this is not sponsored by Ofra, but I did do a sponsored video with them like a while back, and I got to try this sponge in that video. And basically how that worked is they asked if I wanted to like pick out some of my favourite products and include them in a video, which is literally like the dream sponsorship when they ask me which products I want to use. And I tested it for about a week before I filmed my video, just to see if like, you know, I liked it or whatever. It's such a good makeup sponge. I don't know what is in this. I used to have an Ofra sponge, but it was definitely different to this one. This is their like newer one. I think it's called the Perfecting Puff, which is such a funny name. But it's such a nice makeup sponge. It's just so soft and squidgy. And I've literally been using this every single day since I got it. So yeah. I like this a lot. And then I've got two more favourites before I move on to the fails. The next favourite of mine I'm actually wearing on my eyelashes now. If you're wondering what mascara I'm using, it's the Mascara Revolution by Revolution. I think this is maybe £7. Have I just pulled that number out of my arse? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how much this mascara is, but again, it will be linked down below. This is the Mascara Revolution. It's got pretty basic packaging, which, like, to be honest, I don't mind, because like another one of my favourite mascaras recently, where has it gone, is this L'Oreal one. But this is a great mascara as well. It's the Unlimited Mascara. I've also been wearing this loads, but I'm not a fan of the packaging because it's quite like bulky, and I don't know, I just think it's a bit gimmicky. But this is a fantastic mascara. I think this one is a bit more expensive, maybe around £12. This one right here is cheaper. The differences between these two, this one, the L'Oreal one, has got a plastic bristly brush. It's really good for volume, really good for length as well, and for like separating your lashes. The Revolution one is a little bit more clumpy, however this gives you a lot more volume. It's got a huge brush and a lot of product gets onto this brush. So yeah, the only downside of this is that I would say it is a little bit clumpy, but then me personally, I quite like a clumpy mascara because then you get a lot of volume with it. And what I do is I just kind of like, you know, work the brush and just kind of like smooth out the clumps. If I get a clump on the end of my lashes, I'll literally just pinch it and it's fine. But this makes my lashes look incredible. And then my final favourite, you'll probably know this if you follow me on Instagram because I feel like I've mentioned it in so many of my pictures. This is the Jeffree Star Liquid Lipstick in Mannequin. All the writing is rubbed off because I've just been like keeping this in my bag. I didn't get this for the longest time because I thought it was going to be like too concealer lipsy. But it turns out the model on the website is just a lot more tanned than me, because Celebrity Skin used to be my favourite, but this one has overtaken it. I would actually go as far to say this is probably my favourite lipstick of all time, which is like quite a big claim. Just keeping it real with the makeup, his liquid lipsticks are so good. The actual applicator is so nice, and the colour of this is just the most beautiful kind of mauvey nude. It's just my favourite nude. Like, I just love it so much. So yeah, again, you can get these on Beauty Bay in the UK. I think they're about £15, which is a little bit more pricey, but then to be honest, I think it's worth it because they just feel so lightweight and they're so long lasting and super comfortable. They have an amazing shade range. Yeah, it's a really good lipstick. Okay, moving on to, my hair stuck in my lip gloss. Moving on to the fails. No offense to any of these brands that I talk about, because all of the brands I really like, but it's just these products did not particularly work for me. The first one I feel kind of bad talking about because I did make a whole video on this. If you want to see my review, go and have a look over there. But I tried the LMX by Little Mix makeup range, and I just think that, like, for the price, they just really weren't my favourites. This is the eyeshadow palette, which is cute. Like, it's a cute palette, but I just think for the price, like, they didn't work out so well for me. This is £16, and yeah, I just go and watch the video. Like, I just didn't get along with it that great, and I don't know why. Like, it just isn't for me. I wasn't the biggest fan of this. And then also the highlighter in Winter Kiss. It's kind of like a bluey sort of shade, but this I don't find has much glow in it. Like, I don't know, it's a little bit, you can see there, like, it has some reflection, but I don't know, like, I just find it a little bit too powdery, and, like, I wish there was a bit more glow in there. So that is the highlighter, and then also the liquid illuminator as well. I just didn't really get on with. This is in You Glow. It just has too much, like, actual glitter particles in it, I think. Rather than being glowy, it's more just, like, glittery, so yeah, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of those. I didn't mind the face palette though, that wasn't so bad. The lip liners are really nice, but yeah, those products, like, I just didn't really, like, get on with that well, so I'm sorry, LMX Beauty, if you're watching, just being real. Another thing, oh my goodness. If you guys watched my video of me testing the NYX foundation, I tried this primer, which is the Can't Stop Won't Stop primer. This is, like, it kind of resembles, like, glue on your face. I just couldn't get it to work. I love the foundation, but I hate the primer. Like, it just, and I have really oily skin, but I just could not get this to work for me. I don't know if I was doing something wrong. I don't know if I've got an off one. It's just very, very thick. Like, if I try and squeeze some of this out, it will come up in a, okay, apparently it will spurt out and go on my sleeve, but I was gonna say, it literally will, like, go up in a straight line because it's so solid. Like, can you see that? I don't know, the consistency of this kind of reminds me of, like, wax. I don't know, I just couldn't get on with it. Maybe I need to give it a try with some other dewier foundations or something, but, like, I just couldn't get it to work in that video. I took my makeup off, I used it with nothing under my face, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit too, like, sticky and thick, and I just found that my foundation clung to it weirdly, and it kind of, like, feels like it's tightening all your face. I don't know, I just didn't get along with this, but NYX, love the foundation, not so keen on the primer, I'm sorry. The next little duo that I'm not a fan of, I don't know which one was the culprit, but one of these products really made my skin react, and again, I've got, like, a full video about these. My skin, the day after using these are the Max & More concealer and the Max & More setting spray. I did a video testing new Poundland makeup. I got both of these in Poundland. Something that I put on my skin that day really made my skin react badly, and I came up with, like, loads of little clogged pores and bumps, like, all over my forehead. So yeah, I'm a bit scared to use either of these again. I'm not too sure which one it was that caused the reaction, but yeah, they didn't work out for me. I know there are some people that were saying in the comments that they really liked the Max & More stuff, but my skin just didn't agree with these. And then my final fail of the month is another foundation. This is the Barry M All Night Long Full Coverage Foundation, and I know that one of my friends, Carmi, really likes this foundation, but for whatever reason, I just didn't get on with it. Maybe I need to try it a couple more times to see what I think. I don't know why I just swatched it, as if you can tell from a swatch, but this is in the shade Cashew. It's not too bad of a shade. It was a little bit light for me, but I don't know, I just didn't really like the way that it sat on my skin. I found it, like, I don't know, it just didn't blend that nicely on me. Maybe I need to try another method of blending it, maybe with a brush or, like, a different sponge or something. I'm not really sure, but, like, I don't know, I just didn't really get on with this. But then, like I said, I know people that really like it, so maybe I do need to try it more. If you guys have tried this, let me know how you apply it and if you like it and what you think, because maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but I didn't get on with this. Is that everything? Another favourite that I just quickly wanted to mention, because I get comments on this all of the time, is the Lanolips, not sure how you say it, 101 ointment. I have the multi-balm strawberry one. This lip balm is so good. I use this every day before I put my makeup on, before I film my videos. I use it at night time. It's such a thick lip balm. I haven't tried the original, I've only tried the strawberry one. I mean, I don't really know how well you can see from back here, but it's just a very thick lip balm, so if you want something that's really gonna like keep in moisture, I would really recommend this. It's really good stuff. Okay, so that is it from me. I really hope you guys have found this video helpful. I mean, I know that people don't really do favourites videos that often, but I just thought it'd be like a good one to do to let you guys know what I've actually been liking and not liking, because I seem to try new things like every day, but yeah. There we go. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below with question of the day, and I might answer it in my next video, because I don't seem to have many questions. I can never find them. And if you want to see any music that I've been loving this month, head over to my vlog channel, because I did a drive. I've done a couple of drive with me's, and I've like, you know, played quite a few songs on there, so if you're interested, go have a look at my second channel, which is just Soph Does Vlogs. Question of the day comes from Emily Baxter, and she said, would you rather have no Instagram or no YouTube? I think I would have to go with no Instagram, because, you know, I would still have Twitter, and I'd talk a lot on Twitter and like interact with you guys probably the most on Twitter, but I couldn't delete my YouTube channel. Like, that would just be a terrible idea. Like, filming videos, obviously I love a lot more than just posting pictures on Instagram, and obviously I can be so much more personal and kind of like, I don't know, let you guys know a lot more about me and be a lot more creative in my YouTube videos. So yeah, I would definitely get rid of Instagram if I had to pick one of the two, and I would keep my YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go edit this video. As you're watching this, I will be in Iceland, so oh, my stomach just made a noise. Fingers crossed this goes live on time. I hope you guys are all doing really, really well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!